opportunity to ask questions, because if you're not young here, you're young at heart, and we want to make sure that everybody gets that chance to speak to.
Fine. The standard answer. Fine, I'm fine.
But
Thank you for asking.
now, one thing that everybody
It's very difficult to say when it started. It starts and stops and starts and stops, but then it starts and never stops. So well, I would say starting and stopping was happening during my childhood days. There's the whole, I don't know, the previous births, I'm sure I was into this. And that's why I was born in Srimatam Gehe. The Lord says you take birth in a pious family or a wealthy family. If you could not or did not wind up your business, then you get to continue. So I don't know, I can't say, but I am just philosophizing. So when I was a boy, born in a village, and my parents were pious and devotees of Panduranga, Vittala Panduranga. So my parents, uncles and others, they were doing bhajans and kirtans. I used to listen to those or sit into bhajan kirtan, and so that's how it started. Or we used to get prasadam coming from Pandharpur, we were waiting. My father would walk 100 kilometers to take darshan of Vittal, and then darshan, and then he would buy some prasadam for us left behind, and walk 100 kilometers back, and so would be eagerly awaiting. Villagers used to wait, in fact, for the pilgrims to return from Pandharpur. The idea, they used to think that this pilgrim or this person from my village, he went for darshan of Pandurang, and the speciality there, special way of getting darshan of Pandurang is you could touch the lotus feet of the deity, or you could even put your head to the feet, at the feet of the Lord. So such person, when he returns, so the villagers think that if we touch that devotee who has touched the Lord, then we have touched the Lord. So I think, and then we used to enjoy prasadam and like that. So this thing started early childhood days.
100 kilometers. It's like today's society, and I wonder, those in the chat, I love to hear, just put yes or put I agree with this. Just walking even, or just 1 kilometer, you just want to get in your car, and even the temple sometimes I hear, oh yes, that's too far, Prabhu. I'm going to drive for 30 minutes. Here we're talking about 100 kilometers, so it's like this mindset was different back in the days to today's youth. If anybody agrees, put that in. Totally agree. Yes, people saying agree. So come on, you tell us if you agree. Anki said, I drive for anything. So
come on, I'm going to say 500 years ago, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu walked 6 years. Every single day for 6 years he was walking. And not walking, he was dancing in fact. So those were the days. That is the tradition. And at least some people are still following that tradition. My father did.
I just saw one person, Rajiv. He says some people can't even walk 100 steps. So very true. So this is the thing that shows that the dedication and the piety of a show and tell. So I want to show one photo, and guess who this is? We talk
Ram. I'm like 18, 19 years old. This is during my college days. And
so talking of college, because you as somebody, just for everyone's benefit. So it's not that from a young age Maharaj has just been villaging it. He's actually, he went to Aravada, he went to Shangali, and then he went to Mumbai to Kirti College, a university in Mumbai, where he did his postgraduate type of pre-graduate studies. So, and you were very bright. Here you're a very bright student. You come in at the top of your class. So you can see you've got a bit of academic scholar going on here, looking at Maharaj. So what happened when you're at university? Now you're out of the village, which is Pandavasena, where actually right now everybody is where Lokanath Maharaj is residing, and they have a beautiful temple in Pandavasena. So you're coming from Pandavasena, now in Mumbai, as a youth, as a young gentleman. And how was that transition for you, coming from this lovely village place, then coming into this metropolis, which is Mumbai?
ब्रह्मांड भ्रमिते कौन भाग्यवान जीव Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Bij. That's the answer I could give. There could be so many, causes, but the main cause is the mercy of Sri Krishna. I could have continued my college education in Sangli, which is a district town, but I had an urge from within, no, I must go to Bombay to continue my studies. And later on I found out why I was brought to Bombay. In 1971, Srila Prabhupada was coming there with American sadhus, European sadhus, English sadhus were coming there. So, and then as I was studying in Bombay, those days, then I went, and in fact in 2 months, the 50th anniversary of my first ever meeting with Srila Prabhupada would be celebrated. Only 2 months to go, and then 50th anniversary. So Krishna brought me to Bombay, and so that I could meet Srila Prabhupada and come in contact with Hare Krishnas, and then really things revolutionized for me. And so whatever was in there was revived, and there was a full-blown manifestation of whatever devotion for Krishna and service unto Krishna.
And so now, of course, you see Srila Prabhupada, there's something ignited in you, which is amazing to hear. But before we go on to that, I just want to put a pitch for everybody. I talked about that place called Pandalpur. This is where Lokanath Maharaj has his center. So if you want to know more, in the chat, you'll see a lady called Dina Nakampa Dasi. She's put a YouTube link. Don't go there now. Go there later. But that will be a virtual tour of ISKCON Pandalpur. So you'll see the place, check it out. So anybody that's interested, please do check that YouTube channel after this session. Just put that in there right now.
Okay.
So looking at Maharaj, there has been one question that came through. That now you met Srila Prabhupada, just to go into that aspect, were there any particular instructions when you met Srila Prabhupada that really stuck out to you?
Yeah, well, tons of them. Instruction after instruction after instruction. But I would say in the very first meeting in Mumbai, a Hare Krishna festival,
Yeah.
and Prabhupada was talking every night, and one day as he talked, I thought he was talking to me.
Yes.
And that was, Prabhupada was explaining how, just like by serving pouring water on the root of the tree or fertilizer on the root of the tree, then the trunk, the branches, and the leaves, the flowers, the fruit, everything is nourished. So Prabhupada was explaining, likewise, Krishna is the root cause of all of us. Aham, bijaha, pradaha, pita, Krishna says. I'm the seed-giving father of the whole creation, or all the living entities. So by serving Krishna, you serve everybody in the creation. So I had this urge to serve. I was into service. I wanted to serve my Indian folks or my or humanity. I wanted to serve everybody. I wanted to serve, but I did not know where to start, and I had no resources, and so I think I got the clue very clearly that I took that as instruction from Prabhupada. You serve Krishna, and then you will end up serving everybody. You serve your parents also, you serve, keeping Krishna in the center. That's how you serve others. Like if right hand wants to serve left hand, he cannot spoon feed the fingers and the palm, and he has to feed the belly, the stomach, and the stomach does it. Stomach will feed all other parts. So like a stomach is in the center of the body. So feed the stomach, and so I got the idea there, and that's what I'm doing for past 50 years now, following that instruction, that guideline given by Srila Prabhupada.
This is such a nice part. You've got to feed the belly. You've got to make that.
Some devotees say, or even at the time of marriage, there's a talk, inspirational or some ashirvadam. So they say, you met Krishna, the marriage partner. It's not just affair between you and the wife, that's fine, but no, there's another person in your life, a marriage partner, that's Krishna. So Krishna in the center, between wife and husband, then it is complete. Otherwise, it is maya, it's an illusion, it is, you are detached or you are kind of abandoned even by the Lord. Anyway, so it's not, this keeping Krishna at the center is not just for sannyasi or brahmachari, it's for grahastha, for every single person. Serving Krishna.
One thing I can see right now looking at Maharaj, there's a very nice
grew up here in the lap of Hare Krishna land. And this was my favorite pastime. I was singing and chanting and dancing then, and that's all that I have done. And I keep doing this to this day, and I wish to do this till my last breath. This is like a Prahlad Maharaj kind of program. As Prahlad used to get his friends together and get them to Kaumar Macharit Pragyo Dharman Bhagavata Niha, and he would instruct, this is the time, friends, to take to Krishna. So I'm doing something, I'm following in the footsteps of Prahlad Maharaj, getting these kids to chant and dance, sing.
So this
Juhu Beach, not far from Juhu Beach, there's a famous beach called Juhu Beach.
Yes, in Mumbai, in Bombay at the time, Mumbai now. So, for the youth, because we got a lot of, you're showing there by example how we should encourage the youth, how we should try to get them, make it fun for them so they can feel like to join. So we've got here individuals who are, should we say, in their 25s. Then we've got some that might be 20, 15, 10. So is there something you could help, some advice you can give to, so we say the 25s, how they can connect more with the 15, the 15s can connect more with the 10-year-olds, to try and bring this Krishna consciousness, mood, and lovingness, because that picture just depicts so much love, and like you said, it's something you enjoy doing, and you want to do it to your last breath. But is there that type of mood? How can we imbibe that to help youngsters, Maharaj?
I think our Pandavaseniks, Sena and the Sainik. Sena is army and Sainik is a soldier. I think in general our Pandavaseniks, I would call again, are into Kirtan already, and they have come thus far, Krishna is very kind to them. Is it okay if Krishna is kind to you, Prabhus and Matajis? Krishna is kind to you.
Yes.
Maya is not kind to you. It's good that Maya is not kind to you. Better that Krishna is kind to you.
We should ask that in the chat box, Lokanath Swami Maharaj. Is Krishna kind to you? Yes or no? Put in the chat box. Yes or no? Let's see, everybody. Maharaj has asked that question. We want to see. Okay, of course. Dina Kampa Mataji straight away said yes. We want to see. Come on, youth. There we go. We're getting some youth. Yes, yes. Oh, yeah. Okay, Deva Priya. Yes. Krishna is kind. Okay, yeah. I'll switch it around. Who thinks Maya is kind to them? Put yes in the group. Is Maya kind to you? We love to see that. Very kind, some said no. 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 So I think this point you made is resonating with some, and some are holding back.
Yeah, so it's never too late, it's never too early. But grab the opportunity. Whenever that happens to you, go for it. And I'm very happy to see you connecting yourselves to Krishna, Krishna's Hare Krishna movement, and yes, this is the right thing to do. I was also thinking, do not postpone. While we were young, all my college days, the standard response is, this is Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. When we get old, we should be offering Krishna something that is fresh and energetic, and there's something that is blooming and flowering and fragrant, and that is what you are as youths. Not that when we are rotten and you are invalid, and what could you do for Krishna? Krishna has to do so much for you then. So folks, this is the time. Yeah, get into this and you will love it. You'll be greatly benefited. And everyone else around you also will be benefited. When Prabhupada asked me to do Padayatra, and towards the end we had a long talk, inaugural function, and he said, this will do good to you and this will do good to everybody, he was saying. So Krishna conscious activities are like that. They're good for you, they're good for your family, for your parents, for your children, for your neighbors, for, you will not be troublemaker for anybody. That is the Hare Krishna, that's a devotee. That's a devotee.
So Maharaj,
yeah.
On that then, on a devotee aspect, and I just like, when we said, is Maya kind to you? One person said, no, it's kicking us like a football. So I find that quite funny. And I just wanted, if anybody's got questions, you'll see on the chat, there's one person called Questions, in capital letters, Krupa. She's the host. I want you to, any questions, message her directly. She's collating the questions. And we're going to keep it, and I just want to request more of the youth, please. This is a session for the youth. If you're young at heart, we'll let you come in as well, no problem. But try to keep it to that level, and that'll be great. But Maharaj, you've got one more question. That, we do Harinam. We go out in the streets, we do Harinam. Now, sometimes the youngsters can feel image conscious. So there's this aspect of, oh no, what did my friends see me doing this? What am I doing with these people? They look all in orange and they look in bit, even though I'm Krishna conscious, I like it, I cannot still go out and see just in case somebody comes, and that's why some people may not go out to do Harinam, or they're feeling image conscious, they don't want people to see them. So how can they get over this type of feeling? Like we're saying you're a devotee, do it, but then there's these type of aspects coming into their minds that stops them to do going out in the streets and doing this. So is there any type of, you could give advice on this?
So much advice. I mean, we would like to advertise, the mundane people advertise, doing this nonsense, doing that nonsense, killing, beating, drinking, smoking, sex-mongering, gambling, and while doing all that, they want to be photographed or take a selfie with someone with a whiskey bottle in his hand, or so shamelessly they pose like that, and they want to be photographed, or they want to have an image like that. So why not? Why not for Krishna? While doing Krishna conscious activity, let the world know you, or let others know, or that you are, be proud. Be proud of association with Hare Krishna devotees, or Krishna, or, one day you have to be next to Krishna, and somebody's going to take photograph in Vaikuntha or Golok. So we have to practice, be prepared for that moment. So otherwise, in that devotee photograph, I think we photograph the spirit, not so much the body. The Krishna conscious spirit is caught in the picture or photograph. And worldly people are, when they take photograph, their bodies are captured. And in the body is this is like a prison uniform. When you are admitted into prison, first thing they do is they give you prison uniform. So there are 8,400,000 varieties. So who would like to, they would hide my photograph mean a prison uniform? No, don't do this. But then we wear this body, which is a vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya, Krishna says. This is a cloth. So uniform in this world is a Durga's fort and we are prisoners. So you don't mind those photographs? This is not fair. And so you should be associated with the super soul, the supreme spirit, and let your spirit also get across, captured in the photograph. Why not? Be proud. Or get over this.
Yeah, it's really good. Sometimes it's nice to hear that. You know, sometimes we'll put up with something, and when somebody just says, just do it. You know, like Nike, they say, just do it. So just like that, looking at that's the best way. And actually, looking at marriage, I've had a gentleman called Rajiv. He says in London, when we do Harinam, we get celebrities join in. And he said, and he loved it. My God, you got rappers who are loving to do the Hare Krishna mantra. They probably start rapping the Hare Krishna mantra. So this is the thing, we have to get out that bubble of ours and really, it's just like, isn't it just like Draupadi, she had one hand in the air, one hand on the actual sari. Only when she let go and forgot about everything, that's when Krishna came. So similarly, maybe this is a test for us, which is really important. And I've just seen Ed Bill says, wow, are you talking about the rapper Ed, or are you talking about the analogy? We love to hear your thoughts. So, Maharaj, just on this, the next aspect is family. So we're youngsters, well, I wish I was young. I mean, like, there is youngsters here who, they might want to do some spiritual chanting, or but they keep it a bit undercover because maybe their parents are not so au fait with it. And sometimes they might be like, what are you doing? Why are you chanting? You should be going out with your friends, having a good time, drinking, socializing, eating this and that. Why is vegetarian? Do it when you're older. All these questions come in. And talking of family, how was it for you and your family when they realized? Because I remember the point that you said that you went for studies, and they were expecting you to come back, maybe in a car, but you came back in a bullet cart, and then you were speaking to them. And just for everyone's benefit, I want to show you one photo whilst Maharaj talks. This is a picture of Lokanath Maharaj and his mother. And as you can see, he's got his sannyas, attire on. And this is so two things, Maharaj. How was your family when they found out you were taken in this way? Because remember, they sent you away to do the material studies, but spiritual studies just came up. And I think a lot of the students, the children, will benefit from hearing this, if you don't mind.
Well, when I went back for first time as Hare Krishna, with shaved head and tilak and dhoti and kurta and the villagers, family members, they were commenting, oh, this used to be such a nice boy. He used to be such a nice boy. Used to be nice boy. See what has happened to him. He's gone mad or something. Hari. So as I've gone back just to visit the family, well, because there was even my brother had come running or driving or on the train, on the bus. So anyway, with the news that if I did not return my mother, you see her in a photograph, she loved me so much, and I also loved her. I think no one has loved me as much as my mother did, and I also had love for her, of course. So the news my brother brought that if I don't return, my mother may not survive. I better return and at least show my face to her, and then whatever happens. So I had gone, and then so that time my my sister, also, everybody was into, they were not very happy. They wanted me to be a modern man. Hari Hari. And as you said, one day I may be back riding on a motorbike. Motorbike was more affordable. The car, four-wheeler was very rare. Only very rich people would have. 50, 60, 70 years ago we're talking. So then as I think you mentioned, in 84, as we had started this Padayatra program, Dwarka to Mayapur via Kanyakumari, walking 8,000 kilometers with a couple of hundred Hare Krishna devotees from 20 countries, and walking. Then we also came to Pandharpur, and my home village is not far from here. So we made a route so that we go through my village. So whole circus, a big party. It's a big party. We had even elephants and lorries and DD cart with Gaur Nitai and Prabhupada in the front sitting, and I was driving. So their dreams were shattered. They were expecting me to come back one day riding on a motorbike, but I came back riding in a bullock cart. So there's many responses. But then it takes some time. The parents or even friends, initially they are anti, then they turn neutral, and then they become favorable. So by now, I have a whole Hare Krishna temple, Radha Gopal Ki, in my home village, and probably this was the first village in the world. And Hare Krishna temples were in big cities around the world, but in a small village, this was the first ISKCON temple of a good size Radha Gopal temple. Some 10 years ago we opened the temple, and I had 30, 40 of my god brothers, GBCs, sannyasis, and we had thousands in attendance, villagers from nearby villages, and as a grand. So I brought Krishna to my village, put Krishna in the center of my village, and including center of my family or my blood relations. And by now, all my brothers, 3 of my brothers, my sister, that's everybody, initiated disciples, and many other relatives, friends, my friends that we went to school, college together, now they are my disciples. So one time they were not so favorable or not happy, but Krishna has made them happy, and they're happily chanting Hare Krishna and practicing Krishna consciousness. They are still grahasthas, or some are vanaprasthas, but Krishna consciousness is for everybody, for all the age groups. I say whether you're Kisan or Jawan, Jai Kisan, or Lal Bahadur Shastri, or Prime Minister, one-time Prime Minister. He came up with this slogan, all glories to the farmers, all glories to the Sainiks, the army man. So I say whether you're Jawan or Kisan, Krishna is for you. Whether you are a grahastha or a sannyasi, Krishna is for you. You are young or old, Krishna is for you. Whether you are Easterner or Westerner, is for you. Whether lady or gentleman, Krishna is for you. Or you're rich or poor. Anyway, Krishna is for the soul, and everybody is a soul. At first there's a soul, and then comes the body, right? First there's a soul, then comes the body, so every body. Krishna consciousness is not for the body. Krishna consciousness is for the soul, and in every body there's a soul. So Krishna is for. So go for Krishna. He's so nice. Krishna is so nice, so wonderful.
Everyone's loving. We're getting some quotes coming that I'm sure will go on Instagram. We're getting some quotes coming that I'm sure will go on Instagram. That's come out. Thank you, Anindita. And also, Dina Nakampa, Mataji says, this was a saying just to emphasize this point. When a Christian devotee was asked about becoming an ISKCON devotee and renouncing Christianity, his response was, ISKCON has taught me to become a better Christian. So it's like, it's for everybody and every faith. They can all join, and this is one thing not to be worried about, I would say, to the youth. And Maharaj, just on another thing, talking of all the things that's happened, and you talked about your village and how now in Pandavasena we have the temple. But did you have any struggles, just like in your youth, in that time? Did you have any struggles? One question has come here in your youth time.
Yeah, well, lot to do in Krishna consciousness. Yeah, struggling to keep up with all that is to be done. Or I was saying, yeah, struggle, in some way struggle could be called struggle. That I was thinking that, all my God brothers, God sisters are doing so much. There's so much they are doing. I'm not doing enough. Or others are struggling. I'm struggling for Krishna. We struggle for Krishna, or we struggle to survive, right? Not only survive, but then revive and thrive. So, yeah, the fittest, you are for the fittest, what they say? What is that?
Survival of the fittest.
Survival, yeah, so you have to struggle to survive, to stay fit, or become fit to serve Krishna. One time I just remembering that others were doing so much, but I'm not doing that much. Oh Lord, please give me something more to do. And then Krishna was just chappar phad pe, he was saying it. That Lord was just giving me so much to do that I couldn't even handle. In fact, I was in South India that time on Padayatra, and we reached a town called Kanchipuram. And Kanchipuram has a Shiva Kanchi and Vishnu Kanchi. There's a Kanchi is one Kanchi, town Kanchi for Vaishnavas, another for the Shaivites. So of course we went to both places, but while I was in Vishnu Kanchi, there's a deity called Varadraj. Var means benediction, and Varadam is one who gives the benediction. And Varadraj, the king of benedictors. And that was the deity himself. So I had prayed to the Lord that please give me something more to do. Please engage me in your service. Seva yogyam kuru, seva yogyam, make me eligible to serve you, was my prayer at that time. So then Lord gave me so much to do that I had to go back to the same deity, Kanchipuram, and say, my dear Lord, enough is enough. Stop. I had to beg, so that I was then struggling to catch up and do this and do that. And so, Krishna, you have to, this is a kingdom of Maya, and to practice Krishna consciousness, establish Krishna consciousness in this Maya's kingdom, there's always struggles. of various natures, fighting with so many anti-Krishna parties, or even your mind could be that one, senses could be that one also, or could be neighbors. Hare Krishna devotees have some neighbors, and then we struggle and they say, no, you vacate, you are chanting, my wife is having a heart attack. So,
No, so on this, so talking about, the struggles. So is there any advice, there's another question that came in, is there any advice or steps we can take in our youth that will help us grow in our relationship with Krishna? Is there, yeah.
Yeah, well, your relationship with Krishna, and finally you getting Krishna or cultivating devotion, you get this from a devotee. You get Krishna from a devotee. So the satsang, the association, is the number one factor. Sadhu sang, sarva shastre koy, lav matra sadhu sange sarva siddhi hoy. All perfection is possible by association with the devotees. Prabhupada also wrote one time to his one disciple, it's a hallucination that by yourself all alone somewhere in a lone to find another planet. But if we did end up on the moon as a dream, someone
Armstrong, Neil Armstrong.
is into
Oh, yes.
colony on the Mars and
yes, Elon Musk.
okay,
Elon Musk.
yeah. So if you go there, soon we are going to be spoiling that planet, and then scientists are going to say, "Sorry, folks, another planet." So wherever we go, we are going to be spoiling, and we are going to be making rounds up and down, round and round, and this journey has no end. So we better get out of here. Yeah, anyway, I was just also going to say that the blind man and lame man. So Prabhupada did not denounce, or we are sannyasis, so we don't say it is Maya, but it could be Krishnaized. We could use everything in service of the Lord, even whatever.
So even the phone, like you just mentioned, a smartphone makes you dull. You know, it's like I just want to ask a question to everybody. Let's see some interaction here. If you spend more than 2 hours on your phone, type in yes in the chat box. 2 hours on the phone, more than 2 hours on the phone, type in yes, and I'm going to put it as well. Yes, there we go. Ravina, thank you. Dia, thank you. Everyone, yeah, as you can see, Rohit, Mona, this phone that we have, it's like, it stays with us all the time. And this is the part, I think, what Lokanath Maharaj is mentioning, team, is we need to learn, especially from, and I can feel it more for the youth than the adults, because you've always been had this from a young age, where like for me, when I was at university, we had not a smartphone, it was a normal phone that you can do some text messaging on. But before that, nobody had a phone. So nowadays, everyone's got smartphones, everything, so I wanted to check this. Wow, somebody's saying 14 hours plus. Ed says yes, Devapriya. So thank you everybody, it shows that you're with us, you're answering this. I'm looking for one answer, she put it on there, I'm sure she's on the phone more than 2 hours. You know who I'm talking about. I can see her right now. She's smiling. So, Maharaj, on this point what you just mentioned, it's so important that we try to Krishnaize what we can. If we're using that phone, try to use it for something that helps us to evolve ourselves. Not that we end up on just Facebook or Instagram and end up scrolling our lives away. And just looking at others and thinking, oh my God, my life is so rubbish. This is just how Maya is going to work for us. So, Maharaj, you're so right. It does make us dull. It makes us dull. It makes us depressed. So, use your phone, but use it as wisely as you can, and use it to try and make it something for Krishna. And on that basis, Lokanath Maharaj, the team here, this is a plug, the Pandavasena, they do these talks. This is a flagship event, like what everybody's on. This has been live streamed to many of the channels, and a lot of our Pandavasenas, instead of Zoom, they like to chat on Facebook, or they like to watch on YouTube. So wherever it works, we are streaming live. But also what the Pandavasena do, Lokanath Maharaj, is we have a session called P Sangha, to go even deeper into Krishna consciousness. So if anybody on this call wants to even feel more deeper connected to Krishna, and you want to know more about Krishna, and like what Lokanath Maharaj is talking, some of the slokas, some of the verses he was talking about, we've got these sessions happening. So maybe the team maybe could just put a little link or somewhere that they can, there we go. bit.ly.signup, you'll see it's got it there. If you go to bit.ly.signup, you can then start to connect with the P Sangha. Now, just for everybody on the call, this is mainly for those that are maybe young at heart, but if you're less than 30, that's who we're talking about. So, I'm sorry, it is for the youth. So please do, just do that. It's there right now, bit.ly/Sena sign up. So thank you on that. So Maharaj, just to go on one thing, I've got loads of questions coming in, and I pray we have enough time. But this talking about youth, there's a question that came in that says, sometimes as being part of the youth, we struggle with not being taken seriously in our community, but also criticized for not doing enough. How can we overcome this?
Someone is criticizing for you not doing enough. Is that what? That is what you.
Yeah. So sometimes as being part of the youth, not doing enough. How can we overcome this?
Well, why not do more? I mean, it's possible you are not doing enough, or someone is misunderstanding you. You are doing a lot, but they are understanding that you are not doing enough. So maybe that misunderstanding could be cleared, first of all, by some one-on-one, some talk, some communication. From communication comes cooperation. I heard this from Mukunda Goswami Maharaj when he was our global communications minister. He said, from communication comes cooperation. So communicate, and the cooperation should come through, or there will be more cooperation with more communication. Yeah, so, leaders should appreciate the followers' contributions, whatever they are, small or big, and they should also understand that initially the ups and downs are expected. One may do a lot sometimes and may do less. Or in Nectar of Devotion there is this is described as a ghan and taral. Sometimes we may be spaced out, taral was or doing less or taking it easy, and then other times we are very serious, we're dead serious about Krishna consciousness, and so this one goes through this ghan taral. But so far, I would just may point out, you start there, you go up, but then you may be going down also, but then you go up, you may be going down also, you go up, going down. So far you end up going up only. And so there may be times that you're only going up and up and up and up. But initially so far it is not like that. Started there and you up and down, but more down, less up, more down, less up. So I think the matured leader or your counselor or Siksha Guru or your Diksha Guru, spiritual master, they should be understanding, or maybe do some, as doctors, what do? Diagnosis. Diagnose your case, do some study, and then come up with prescription. Food for someone is poison for others, and different sloks, different folks, different sloks. So we are different. Each one is different. Why we are different? Because our past is different. That is why our present is different. And then depending on present, our future is going to be also different. So I think
I like how you Krishnized that saying. I've heard before different strokes for different folks, but here you've made it different slokes for different folks, which is I think fantastic. I think we need to, Radha, if you're hearing that, we need to make that into another slogan just to come and then put that out. So that is amazing. Thank you, Lokanath Maharaj, on that point. And just on following on this, you know, one question that's coming is that as youth, we are working towards building our career, which is a materialistic desire. How do we balance it with spiritual practice?
Hari. Well, that's, I would say, I just thought coming to my mind, okay, you get married, you can be brahmachari for lifetime brahmachari, so you get married and lead Krishna conscious life, wife and husband, and have children. Yeah, so I think that's act of balancing. But the imbalance is that Krishna is out and Maya is in the center, and so yeah, in Shastras we find two terms. One is Graha Medhi and other one is Grahastha. Graha Medhi, Grahastha. Shukdev Goswami started his pravachan in second canto of Bhagavatam, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And then immediately he's getting on the case of these Graha Medhis, means the totally materialistic families and their lifestyle, and so Lord says, Sukdev Goswami is saying that Nidraya Riyate Naktam Vyavayena Chavavayaha Divacharthe Haya Rajan Kutumba Bharanenava. So these folks, they spend their nights uselessly doing what? Nidraya, sleeping, Nidraya. And then, of course, before sleeping, there's a eating. And when you eat too much, then the urge for sex is there. So these are the businesses of your sleeping, sex, and eating. And you're eating all abominable things. So not that we say don't eat, but we say eat Krishna Prasad. So that's an act of balancing. So, and then you, as they get up, then Sukdev Goswami says, Divacharte Haya Rajan Kutumba Bharanenava. That you think, where is money? Divacha, artha means economic development. Divacharte Haya Rajan Kutumba Bharanenava. You have to feed the bellies of your family maintenance. This is all that they do. This is night's business. You get up and this is day's business. So this is imbalance. The act of balancing is done in Grahastha ashram. So if you cannot, of course, you cannot go for brahmachari, sannyas life, okay. Middle path, Grahastha ashram. So one extreme is the Graha Medhi, totally materialistic fellow who is like a follower of a charvak, house by the beach and colored television, and they make that as a goal of their life. And they lead a ideal Grahastha life, Krishna-centered Grahastha life, early to bed, early to rise, makes man healthy, wealthy, wise. So go to bed early. God turns off the light at night time, right? The moon is like a night lamp, like in the house, a night lamp. So right now here in India, the sun has been turned off. Okay, folks, time to go to sleep. So this is nature's arrangement. This is Krishna's arrangement. Take it easy. Don't work for 14 hours or like that. So go to bed early and get up And that makes you healthy, wealthy, wise. Who wouldn't like to be healthy or wealthy or wise? Yeah, and wise is that person, as wise I said wise. So it is said that any fool could make money, but it takes a wise man to spend it. It takes a wisdom to spend the money. Any fool could make money. So lots of fools are making money, lots of money. But they are fools, they remain fools, they are not wise, so they don't know how to spend money or spend even life, spend their time. And so, Grihe Thako, Vanne Thako, Sada Hari Bole Thako, chant Hare Krishna. I mean, a lot of people like to sing, they sing Hare Krishna, it's nice. It's good for Krishna Prasad. And it's not only good for your body, it's good also for your mind and the soul. This is soul's food. Soul's food is Prasad. Soul does not eat. That is why soul is thirsty and hungry and then gets angry sometimes. Because we are not feeding the soul. We have been starving. So when the cinema Sangeet, soul does not take pleasure. Soul spits at it, and the food stuff that is whatever. Soul doesn't even look at it. So the prasadam is also good for the mind. Jaisa an vaisa man, we say. Jaisa an vaisa man. The food not only makes your body or nourishes your body, also it nourishes your mind. Mind's business is thinking, feeling, willing. So kind of food that you consume, accordingly, is going to be thinking, feeling, willing. If you take Krishna Prasad, you are going to be thinking of Krishna also. And if you take other foodstuffs, you are going to be killing others.
So we get a practical lessons here, everyone. In not just our body, how we eat, what we eat, how we do, what we do. And I love the saying, early to bed, early to rise, makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. God, there's so many sessions. I'm going to be noting all these while I have been. So please take notes on these, everybody, and this is really important. Now look at Maharaj, time is just gone. It's just gone. We've got like about 10 minutes left.
When you have fun, time flies, they say.
Time flies. And I want to focus now on you and your responsibilities. Right now what you're doing, and we talk about, I've got a few questions specifically on that I want to bring up. And the first one is that you've taken on many responsibilities for the movement since you were in your youth. And we heard the story that so much was coming your way and you're like, please, that's it. Enough is enough. But you've done it. You've been carrying on. And how did you make sure you didn't get overwhelmed by the amount of services and the responsibilities you took? And how did you remain grounded?
I think you are giving me the lead by using the word grounded. Yeah, I suppose I remain grounded in chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So I get grounded. Yeah, so I haven't missed chanting of Hare Krishna. I missed 2 or 3 days. In last 50 years, I missed 2 or 3 days. in late 70s, I think 78 or something. So I remember only those 3 days that I not well, and so something happened. I couldn't. Otherwise, I have. That's one thing that I have done every single day. I chanted Hare Krishna, which is a prayer to Krishna for his mercy, or even to give me intelligence. That's also part of the prayer. Lots of prayers. Hare Krishna, this is prayer to Krishna. Varieties of prayers. So I have chanted and I have prayed to Krishna. Reading Srila Prabhupada's books. This is one of my favorite pastime. Even during my early childhood or youthful days, I'm into reading and reading and reading. I like to read. So whatever I was reading before, maybe it was not all Krishna conscious, but I was reading. And I have continued that habit of reading. So either reading or also hearing. I like to hear as much as I could do. While walking and talking, while even eating, I was hearing Shiva Maharaj's talks. These days I had been hearing like that. I always have Prabhupada's talks I hear, or I hear my God brothers, or even sometimes when disciples nice points. So chanting, reading, and like that. I was thinking that the tree, or say banyan tree that we see growing tall and spreading branches, a huge, like a Vishwaroop, like a Virat Roop, that sometimes trees are so gigantic. But as much as we see them out there, up there, that much they are within the ground, also spreading their roots and network, and so they are grounded. Those trees are grounded into the ground, and that is a support system. If they would not have that kind of support of the roots and spreading everywhere, and it's not possible that only what you see out there is only existing. No. So I think every devotee who is doing so much service or so much on their plate, and they still manage to accomplish so many. Devotees globally, leaders around the world the Hare Krishnas are busiest people on the planet. We begin making money even at 4:30 in the morning. Chant Hare Krishna that's wealth, real wealth. Everyone else is relaxed, and at 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, they begin making money. But we get up early, and like a healthy, wealthy wise, right? Healthy, wealthy wise. Yes. That wealth we begin acquiring early morning. So, I just remembered one devotee said, the morning program, a morning sadhana is like a sandwich, has a lower loaf of bread, and there's a whole tomato and cheese and this and that stuff. That's all day's devotional service. And then another layer at the top. More sadhana, more hearing, chanting before you go to sleep. So that combination, right, is so sweet and very nourishing. So I think that's what we need to do, go deeper. If you wish to go higher, do more, then you have to go deeper and grounded and support system.
So I like that sandwich analogy, and it makes so much sense. And that way we live a life of some purpose in our lives by doing it like that. So thank you for that practical examples and ways and helping us to really understand ourselves. And I think a lot of people in here will help us to. I'm sure they're all understanding this and going, you know what, that makes a lot of sense. So I want to go on to two of your projects since we've got not long left. Like one is, you talked a little bit about Padayatra, and some of the people and especially the cynics on here may not know. And what is the purpose and mission of this program of Padayatra, if I may ask?
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu predicted that his name is Morana, my name, and that is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, will spread in every town, every village of this planet. So I would say, Srila Prabhupada, you have a strategy to walking festival, so that we could go to more towns, more villages, and bring holy name there. So GBC also has, when we had formally established Padayatra ministry, this is a mission of Padayatra, to bring the holy name to every town, every village of this planet, and that is what started as Prabhupada's instruction in 76, and there was a little interruption, and then we started in 1984, and then we haven't stopped. So every single day, Padayatris are walking on this planet, and ISKCON, and we have ended up doing Padayatra in over 100 countries, and close to 300,000 kilometers Hare Krishna devotees have walked.
300,000.
Yeah, including we had one Padayatra during Prabhupada's centennial, that is during 90s. We started in Glasgow, and after 5 years going through all the European countries and Eastern Europe, Russia and Moscow, from Glasgow to Moscow for 5 years, Hare Krishna devotees walked. And like that, we have Padayatra America, Padayatra South Africa, Padayatra here, there, and Hungary, or Parshuram does this Padayatra all the time in England.
Yes.
And so I would say, so we did the Padayatra. Prabhupada sent us from Vrindavan to Mayapur. We walked, and Prabhupada was so much pleased with this program that when we arrived and met Prabhupada in his quarter in Mayapur on second floor in Lotus building, we were greeted and garlanded. Lotus flowers, garlands were waiting. They're Maha garlands, Prabhupada's garlands. So, and Prabhupada said, how was the journey? Prabhupada asked me. The whole party was there. And I said, it was easy journey to Mayapur planet, Prabhupada. The easy journey, the easy journey to Mayapur planet. And so Prabhupada was pleased. So after, we had just one cart going in India, and then Prabhupada wrote a letter to one Nityanand Prabhu from America. He was in charge of one farm. And Prabhupada said, he was talking about our Bullock Carts and Kirtan party in India. Prabhupada said, we could have millions of such carts all over the world. So this is Prabhupada's big thinking. So there's a big scope and potential, and we would like you to sometimes join. Everyone loves Padayatra, especially youths. They enjoy Padayatra, families, kids, you name.
So, Padayatra is one, and then the other love for yourself and what you're known for is kirtan. Everybody, I'm sure, in the globe knows you for your kirtan. To the extent you are the kirtan minister for us, ISKCON kirtan minister. So, I would like, if we could, Maharaj, this year we're doing some events as the ISKCON kirtan ministry. And right now there is an amazing festival going on, as you know, which is the Mayapur Kirtan Mela. Now everybody may know the Mayapur Kirtan Mela, but this year it's gone even bigger. Because of Lokanath Maharaj and others, they want to do 108 hours non-stop. ISKCON Mayapur Kirtan Mela. So Lokanath Maharaj, could you just, some people may not know that it's going for 108 hours, but could you please explain about this? And we're going to soon finish on that. And finally, as Lokanath Maharaj is explaining about this, I really want everybody to check out his books. He's done different books. I'm going to put the link into the chat right now. After, go to Amazon, check out Lokanath Maharaj's books. He does on different topics, and it'll be so nice to have a check. Honestly, it's a wealth of knowledge. But Lokanath Maharaj, just on the ISKCON Kirtan ministry and Kirtan hours.
Yeah, I mean, Jagannath Kirtan Ananda, you are also a big part of our Kirtan ministry. You are our right-hand man. So I think we had lots of accomplishments in last 1 year. World Holy Name Festival, Ekadasi, every Ekadasi we have Shravan Kirtan Utsav. A few days ago we had one. Every Ekadasi, don't miss those. We have a monthly newsletter, come to bringing news to you of Kirtan News, Global Kirtan. What's the name? Kirtan
World.
Kirtan World News comes to you. And so we are busy with lots of things, and right now we are busy organizing Kirtan Mela. Mayapur festival is on. And normally they would have Kirtan on ground in front of Panchatattva temple. Those who gather, they get to, and something would happen online. But this year we have doubled it, number of hours wise. We have 108 hours non-stop kirtan. Right now kirtan is happening. It was happening before, happening now, will happen tonight, for India's tonight, for your, day and night. So take advantage, join in those kirtans, dive deeper into kirtan. This is our life, right? We come back to life, in fact. We revive, prananti, punanti, shubhanti. This is what a cruise said to himself, in fact. He was on the way to Vrindavan from Mathura. So this gives us life, is Hare Krishna chanting, and Hare Nama Iva Kevalam. There is no other way, only chanting of Hare Krishna. So it's happening during this Kirtan Mela, Mayapur Kirtan Mela. And I think a lot of, throughout the year, this is a very special year, also 125th anniversary of Prabhupada. This year ISKCON is celebrating. So Kirtan ministry is going to be encouraging whole world to do more and more Kirtan. I already got the news that England, the Soho Street,
yes,
they are also going to do 108 hours of kirtan, not non-stop, but I think every weekend. I think there will be, I think starting on Gaur Purnima, then they will go for many months. Every weekend there will be kirtans. So this is happening. Well, you are not only from England here, but many of you are. So take part in that kirtan. And Nagar Kirtans every Saturday are very famous, starting from Soho Street, and I had been participating in those kirtans. So many Saturdays I have done those kirtans. That's a world famous kirtan. And Padayatras go around the world, around England with the kirtans, and like that the kirtan, nachite, gaite, soite, Harinam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, while eating, sleeping, chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So let's do this more this year, especially this year, more chanting, more kirtan, either with mridangas, kartals, or take your beads and chant mantra meditative kirtan, meditative japa, and make your life perfect. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Happy we shall be when we learn our ABC.
That's another one.
This is ABC.
Yeah, Lokanath Maharaj has dropped another great gold bombshell. Thank you so much. Happy we'll be like our ABC association, books and chanting. So ABC. So thank you so much, Lokanath Swami Maharaj. It's been so great to have you today and just have that association. It's been such nectar, and I'm gonna just say from my side, thank you so much for your time. It's always a pleasure, an honor, just to get your association and to get this knowledge that you're imparting us, and we feel much more spiritually enlivened every time after just speaking to you. So thank you. And also everybody, you will see some links on the right hand side on your chat. Kirtan World, we've got, you can check it out. Also Lokanath Maharaj's books, I want you to check those out as well, very important. And then also about the Pandavasena, all the different things we're doing. So they put a nice little link up about the virtual tour in Pandapur. If you want to know more about that, the SoundCloud, Lokanath Swami Maharaj's website, and soon, dare I say it, hopefully we will have our new Kirtan Ministry website, ISKCON Kirtan Ministry website coming out, which we will be sharing in due course. So on this basis, thank you Lokanath Maharaj, thank you everybody, and I just want to pass back to Radha to close us off. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Once again, Maharaj would like to say thank you very much for your time. We really appreciate it. We feel it very, very fortunate to have direct instructions from you as well, and just more instructions to keep us inspired, to keep us going throughout this year and for the years to come. So we really, really thank you for your time. I know for me, especially, I feel very inspired, and I want to go out and go on Padayatra as well. So we thank you so much for all of your inspiration. Thank you as well, Jagannath Kirtan Prabhu, for this really lovely discussion and facilitating this as well. We're all feeling inspired. I can see in our chat as well that all of us, part of the team, we want to get out and do more projects and things like that as well. So thank you to you both for all that you have shared with us today. Just before everybody heads off, please do see all of the links that we've posted. Especially, I want to say Maharaj's documentary that he's done, which is called Lost Village. If you want to know more about Maharaj and his background of where he came from, the village life, and how he transformed that entire place into becoming more Krishna conscious. For me, I watched it and it's one of my favorites. So I really want to say, please do check that out. If you do have any feedback for us as well, please don't forget to check all of the links and leave your kind feedback so we can continue getting better as well. But thank you so much. We wish you a lovely Sunday. Hare Krishna.